What's up, beautiful people? Felicia here from Inspiration. So today, are you spiritually obese? But we'll talk more about that right after this. And we're back, beautiful people. So I know a lot of people are going like, huh? What? And today's video is taken from Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, which says this. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, who by faith have testified to the truth of God's absolute faithfulness, stripping off every unnecessary weight and sin which so easily and cleverly entangles us, let us run with endurance and active persistence the race that is set before us. And you know, it's just interesting that in today's society, everybody's just focused on being in shape, being fit, being healthy, having that nice physique, all these fancy things. And that's wonderful. That's great because you need to be physically fit to do what God has called you to do. That is required. Okay, you can't be sick in a hospital bed trying to do the will of God. That ain't helping nobody. So there is a place for the physical fitness. Whatever race God has called you to do, you cannot run it spiritually obese. Just like in the natural, you're not going to be fit if you're carrying excess weight. You have to get in shape. So just like you take all that time and energy to get in physical shape, you have to get in spiritual shape. And so in the spiritual realm, a lot of times we're carrying things that make us spiritually obese that we don't want to get rid of. So you may be dealing with anger, hatred, pain, all these different things, bitterness, and you're getting fat because you keep feeding yourself these things. You keep feeding yourself the bitterness. You keep feeding yourself the anger, and you're not losing the spiritual weight. So guess what? You become more angry, you become more frustrated, more bitter, more sad, more depressed, all these things. And God says, just give them over to me. Let me handle them. Let me take care of them. And to know if you're in good spiritual shape or not, God will nudge you through the power of the Holy Spirit. He will let you know, hey, you can't be hanging on to bitterness. You can't be hanging on to lust. You can't be hanging on to unforgiveness. You can't be hanging on to all these things that are making you spiritually obese. And nobody likes to be obese. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in their right mind likes to be physically obese. The same thing with your spiritual side. So the more you feed yourself all these unnecessary things, the more you feed yourself all the negativity, all the hurt, all the pain, you're going to grow and grow and grow, and you're not going to be fit for the race that God has called you to. So I just want to encourage you guys today to really examine yourself and see whether or not you're spiritually obese. Go to God about it. Ask Him, God, is there anything within me that's holding me back? Because if you're held back, obviously there's some weight that you're carrying that's pretty heavy that you need to let go of. Until next week, guys, God bless.